Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to making another journal. Let's see. It is May. Well, it's not quite May, but it's almost May. So we need to make May's journal. I need to make May's journal and thought I'd bring you along for the process. I did start without you. I've pulled a few pads and a few pieces of paper. So I'll show you those. I am torn this month. Like I don't have a very clear, I don't know. So in pulling the papers, I'm a little back and forth on some things. So, what do we have going on? We have graduation. We have 2 kids moving. We have Mother's Day. We have Memorial Day. So I don't know. So, this is what I have so far. I was going to do, so all that being said, I normally do a little bit of a bright floral because I'm not a pastel girl. So welcome if you're new. If you're not new, welcome back. You know that about me. And so this little gem is my April, and it took about all I could to use all this purple and stuff, but it was the color of the month. So, but I really enjoyed it. So that all being said, the May journal, I really totally keeping, was trying to do like red, white, and blue for Memorial Day here in the US, but we also have graduation coming up, all of that. So I've pulled these 4 so far. This is like a really fun, just red floral. This is a fun blue floral. They're both, I'm sorry, this one's single-sided. This one's double with a red and a blue. This is a double with a red and a blue out of the same paper pack. And then this is, as I pull it, definitely more of a pink. So we'll see if that one makes the cut. I also have, I have this really fun piece that I just love, and I'm wondering if this needs to be my cover because we're starting, I just don't know. Like we'll be down in South Carolina. So this kind of speaks that vibe to me a little bit. I don't know if I want it for my whole month. I'm not too sure. Okay, so May, 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. Okay, so we need, I'm going to go 18, right? I think that's the number we need. Yeah, I'm just not too sure if this one's going to make the cut, but it might. Who knows? So let's go through. Like I said, I went ahead and pulled some pads of paper. I also have my nautical envelope here from my junk journal stuff is around me. My scrapbooking stuff is in the closet in these big plastic envelopes, and they're labeled by theme or whatever. So this one's nautical. This was that beautiful kit I was sent in Happy Mail. So all of this, no, who am I kidding? Pieces of this may get used. But let's see. I already pulled some nautical paper is why, but I decided I might as well go and pull this. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, we only have 4 days in right? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have 5 days in South Carolina. So, I don't know. I might use it more for tip-ins. I'm just trying to think. Yeah. And we're going to have so much school ephemera, if you will. And the red, I need like a burgundy for school colors, not a red. I know it's a lot for just choosing a journal. I could just make it with plain pages, but then I wouldn't ever use all my fun scrapbooking paper, right? So, yeah, that's kind of my thought at least. I'm just reading. This one has a cool quote. It says, "The sea has potent power to make us think things we'd like to think." I love it. Maritime paper. Okay, this one's cool. So we'll pull that. And that works well because, you know, the end of the month is Memorial Day in our country, and the beginning of the month is graduation. So if that, I think I'm going to have to make 2 signatures, but that would be one way to use that paper. I mean, lots of fun choices in here. I also already had out my nautical paper pads, so yeah. Okay, so I think that's kind of it for this one. I will leave it out at the foot of my feet. So I have out my school ephemera envelope. I have another envelope with school paper in it, but I don't think we're gonna need it. We can add in ephemera. These are the pieces I already pulled that were nautical. I thought this one was kind of cool. It says like vacation and take time and go explore and collect moments. Embrace the journey. I just thought that was kind of fun. There'll be lots of driving. My son's driving home from South Carolina and my daughter's driving home. I really like this one for a road. Rue is driving home from Montana. These are the same, obviously, but different colors, so that's a choice. This one I really love. It says sail away, and I thought that was great. Fun boats. And then this piece is gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous. I would put that on a wall as wallpaper. I know, no one does wallpaper anymore, but I'm just saying. Now, it's interesting because this is super thin paper, which is great for journaling. So this paper pad is really great for journaling. This stuff is not. This is cardstock. So I do have those choices. So let's count what we're at so far. And so far, we're pretty red, white, and blue and nautical. So, well, with the exception of this one, this might be our cover. So I'm not going to count this as a choice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're already at 12. How can we be at 12? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're not going to use both of these because they're the same but different, right? So we're at 12. We're now at 11. So I'm going to take that piece out. So that leaves us at 11 already. Egads. So I need 7 more. Let's see. This, obviously a Michael's pad. It had, what did it have in here that caught my eye maybe? I thought, I love this blue. This could easily get pulled. Was that what grabbed my eye? I guess so. Interesting. So maybe we won't choose something from there. Let's see. I'm going to put that over to my left. I did just do a clean off. Well, not just. It's been a bit. I went upstairs and did some stuff, and then, but I did do a clean off the desk video. You know, this is about as good as it gets around here, folks. But I also cleared off my spot next to me so I can layer more stuff up over there. You know how it works. So I think I pulled these with the intention of maybe some more floral and, oh, my favorite piece in here. Okay, this one is what I got out of this one. Okay, so there's one. I do love this one. Oh, and this one. I think I want this one too. Two. This one is so pretty. Might be fun for, let's come back. Okay, this is an optional third, so I'm going to leave it up open to my side here. So we have two so far. Let's see. Oh, I didn't show you. I'm sorry. Okay, so the first one was Craft Smart Michaels. This one was also, this one's called Key West from Michaels. None of these are new. This is an Amy Tangerine. I did get this at Tuesday morning, you know, before they closed, at least here. Oh my gosh, I wish we were going to like Florida or somewhere. It's not even vacation yet. I mean, I could make a tag or something out of this. We might have to do like a scrap pad bust, like make stuff out of this, because so no, nothing here. I think I pulled it for this one because it just is so, this is Charleston. Do we want, but we're not, I mean, I feel like the days we're going to be in Charleston are going to be nautical or graduation themed. So maybe I'll save that one for fall when my boy goes back to graduate school. Let's see what's in this one. You know, like that could work. It's not a wow, but I mean, like it could work. Whoops, sorry. What does this one say? Dream, curiosity. Could have used that for like Earth Day. That's interesting. I pulled these and now nothing is like grabbing my attention. So I'm oh, this one. I mean, I guess we could come back for that one. All right. Well, that's interesting. I mean, it's not like I don't have more scrapbook paper. Let's go back through. We have nautical. I also have this one at my feet, so we could use this one for sure. This one's nice because this is that real thin paper. So let's just do that because that will not add. Sorry, I think I just shook you. What did we need? 7. I have 3, 4. That's cute. It's just not all going to line up on the 4 days we're there. So then I have the rest of the month. So this one's fun. I mean, I could get out my red, white, and blue folder, but I'm not in the mood to get up right now and do that. So that's that beautiful piece we already pulled. Let's see. I do like that a lot. It's making me sad that we're not on vacation. We're going for the 4 days and then like I got to come back to work. My husband's going to Montana to move the girl home and the boy is driving home from South Carolina by himself. So, I don't know. Now I don't know. Let's see what other pads we have down here. This one I've shown you, Paper Studio. I got it at the thrift store though, but that's from Hobby Lobby. Let's see. This is nautical papers, I believe, from, okay, I'm going to pull that piece that we talked about. So I think that makes 5. Oop, I just covered up my microphone. So sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one I think is from Walmart, friends. But I don't need, like, I would use this side more than this side, right? That's a pretty distinguishable boat that you have a hard time kind of working around. This one we could use, we could even, I mean, we're going to cut some off, first of all, and we could turn it upside down or something also. So we could use that one, and then that's the back side. I really like this side. Some of this is just really hard to kind of work around, right? And that's very dark. I don't know if we need that. Let's see. We also have this one, which is the wrong colors. This is Die Cuts with a View, coastal coral type stuff. And it's super thick cardstock. I mean, it's just beautiful. I'm sure you can see some of it has like a embossed iridescent glow to it. The starfish are fun, but I don't really feel like this speaks to me. Well, that one would work. That one could work just because of color. Again, I don't want to get out my red, white, and blue. This one is travel. And so, but it's not like the colors, or I don't need a whole page of airplane right now. So we'll not use that one. And then this is another Michael's Hot Buy. The starfish are fun. We could just use something like that. Actually, like, I mean, again, we're not going to be on the beach. We're, all right. I think I'll pull the red shells and this blue stripe. Does that give me 7? Let's see. Right, this paper is like so thick. I could even make the cover out of this. That'd make a really nice cover. Oh, this is the wallpaper pieces that are in here. Fabric. This one's kind of fun. This one's actually kind of fun, isn't it? Okay, let's see what we have to work with. And then we got to put like 8 pads back in the closet. But at least we're using our stuff. At least we're using our stuff. All right. I'm going to hold on. Well, no, I'll just put it down here for 1 second. All right. So let's at least get them all the same size. Where's my 12? I have to go upstairs and finish my work project. But I know if I don't do this now, it won't get done. And then I got to go to the airport and get my hubby, because he's on his way home as we speak. So I think I want to, I don't know why I don't just mark this. I have to do that. All right. sometimes it doesn't matter at all. And sometimes, especially if that's going to be my cover, I want the full 12 inches off of that, because if anything, you want your cover a little bit bigger than the rest. Now this one has that nice perforated edge on it, so that's nice of them. This one is also perforated. Now we've kept these in the past. You can do weaving with them. You could do all sorts of fun things with them. Right? We'll use this one to probably measure and make our journal. So these are done, I believe. Yes. Okay. This one's done. This one's not done. Is it perforated? No, it is not. All right, so let's get these done. Now I'm conscious that I'm saving this, where's the quote? Oh, here it is, right here. Saving that. We might put it in today's journal, or we might put it in the front of our May journal. All right. I'm conscious that this really beautiful paper is not, it's fun because it's two-sided as well. You don't have to cover the inside, but it's definitely not a red, white, and blue. That says Charlotte right there. That's really cool. I don't know. We might have to put that one back. Let's count, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, so this one's going away for sure. One of these needs to be our cover. So let's go through what it's not. I've made a cover out of this before, probably for another May in the past. I probably made this the binding for it. It's not that one. We could make it this one. That could be the cover. I think I've even used that one. Yeah. This is so thick and beautiful. It could definitely be that one. Or this one. It really should be this one because it's so dang thick, but I don't want that as my cover. That's going to be a really hard page. This could be the cover. That would be really pretty. That would be like Mother's Day, right? Mother's Day and May. That would actually be a really good cover. This could be the cover. This is kind of the one I picked for my cover, but I actually like the other ones more. This is very pink in showing up with these. All right, so no. This could be the cover, but I think, no, it's too thin. No, it's too thin. And it could be, but I don't want it. Okay, so we're down to these for the cover. And I wish I was more exciting, friends. I do. I wish I was like, let's make a new size. Let's do a new thing. Let's do whatever. This is not the month. This is not the month. I feel like we're going to have stuff. I feel like, I don't know. This one we made last month, out of a little box. And it's super cute, but it's tiny. So I think I need, or want to go back to my 6x9 that I do usually. Okay, so then let's choose a cover. This one is nice. I really like a plain cover. We could put a title on it. It's kind of May. It's kind of May. So, all right, out of these, I like those three. I like this one the least, ironically. And this one doesn't do much for me. I mean, if we used it, I guess, no, we would not do it that way. We would do it this way. Yeah, we don't need that one. Okay, so now we're down to 3. This one's, this one's okay. It doesn't do much for me. I mean, you kind of lose the effect. So we'll just use that as a piece of paper, even though it's super thick cardstock. And now we're down to these 2. This definitely goes in the lower corner for me. I was seeing if we liked it in the upper corner, and that's an absolute not. Also knowing we're going to cut off some of that. So that would be most of the book. It definitely has to go in this lower corner here. I'm really drawn to this one. Okay, let's just do it. We're gonna, now, that being said, we're gonna need a binding, because I can't just fold this. I mean, I can, but it won't hold it. We need, this is not enough to hold the amount of paper. It would just gator mouth immensely. So let's get it down to where we need it. Why is that? What's happening? There it goes. All right. I do that more than once. I cut it in half, and I should cut the shortness. I should cut the length first. We get to decide how tall we want this journal. So I tend to make them, 6 by 9. That's just my normal go-to height. Right? We could bring it down to 6 by 8. I don't know. That's about as adventurous as I'm willing to be. Again, I would love to be the person that ran it this way. Like Sweet Lydia made one this way. It wasn't quite this big, I think, but I'm just afraid. I'm going to be honest. I'm afraid because I think we have programs and stuff like that and announcements. I think they're going to need this. So I'm going to keep my keep my height at 9. I know, boring. I'm sorry. Maybe next month. Oh, maybe for June. Maybe for June. Let's be adventurous in June. We don't need to be adventurous right now, okay? Yeah, sounds great. Good plan. All right, so that's going to be our cover. I don't know what we're going to bind it with yet, but we have some options coming up. So that means these all need to be cut down to about 8 3/4. I like them a little bit shorter than my book, just in case, right? So let's make another mark, shall we? Let me not knock my water over. Where's 8 3/4? 8. Let's do that blue mark. This one doesn't matter. It's unidirectional, directional, or multi-directional, or I don't know. Whoops. Same. I am not going to worry about centering this. If I wanted it centered, I would take a little bit off this edge and a little bit off this edge. And it just doesn't matter that much to me. It's going to be a page in a journal, and it's fine. Okay. All right. This one we get to decide, do we want it to, the page to go like this or like this? I tend to like it long. Otherwise, my eye gets stuck on writing kind of like on the lines this way. So if I want it to be long, I need to cut off this bottom section this way. So I need to lay it the opposite of how I want to use it, if that makes sense. If you have a line in your paper. All right, this one does not matter. This is so pretty. You're so pretty. All right. I don't think this one matters. I'm just double checking now. That side doesn't. Okay, I think it does matter. So I think I want the coral. This looks like coral to me. I think I want it going this way. So again, I'm going to lay it the opposite of what I want and cut the bottom off that way. This one is directional. I'm just trying to see if I cut, like I might cut off more seahorses. I don't know. I'm going to turn it this way. I feel like that's, gosh, this is gorgeous paper. This might be my favorite one out of the pack this month. Gorgeous. This one's definitely directional. These are so nice. They're so thin. And I know people think, oh, well, they're cheap, you know, but they're perfect for journal making because you don't actually want this thick cardstock for all your pages. So again, turning it opposite of how we want to use it because I need to cut off the bottom or the top, whatever, whichever, but all right, so this one sucks because I'm going to lose quite a bit, but I think I want the anchor and not the, I guess we're still going to get the welcome. All right. And some of these I was thinking, but I don't know. Okay, now this is a good example of, do I want that as my page or do I want to cut off some of the top and some of the bottom? Because neither one of this is particularly beautiful. Like I would rather have a thicker strip of this than two thin strips. This I don't care. It's like dark brown, light brown. But I think this is okay. It gives you enough image that it's still the road, like we're driving, we're on a road trip type thing. I think that's fine. You can totally, and it's going to be folded. So I think it's all fine. This is a very weird pink. It definitely is pink. There's no way around that. We might choose to swap this one out. We'll see. We'll see. I really like this cornflower blue one. I'm going to cut off the other end. Now again, I could choose to cut, see how the design of the paper is like blue and then it kind of ends and there's this white border. I could cut a little strip off of this and a little strip off of this so they both look equal, but I don't care. And if I didn't point it out, no one would probably notice. You're certainly not going to notice in a journal. And I'd rather have this thicker strip. Right? This is, gosh, this is thick cardstock. And it's, the only direction on this is the blue lines behind it. I don't know if you can see that. And it doesn't bother me either way. In fact, I'll cut it this way for a little change. This line will go horizontal, which is fine. Did I tell you guys I rescheduled my tooth appointment? Now, so this is interesting to me. I don't know if you can see, there's some different star patterns. This is like a stripe, and anyway, I'm going to cut off this kind of strip right here. So I was supposed to have tooth surgery, actually 2 days ago. And I was like, I don't have time for that. I literally don't, I can't. Same deal. Do we want the stripes going horizontal or vertically? I'm going to make a decision on this. It's, again, thinner paper. It's got a little bit of a rip down here, so I'm going to cut off that edge. So those lines will be horizontal. So anyway, I called him back. I was like, I got to reschedule. I have no time for this. I can't. And so then he's like, well, what about this? You know, and he has a limited schedule. Don't get me wrong. But I have to they want me to take off, obviously, the day of surgery and the next day. And I'm like, are you sure? It's like, are you sure? And he's like, well, no, but like we want, you know, don't plan on working, basically. I was like, I can't take off 2 days of work. Like, I don't think you understand. So, so I scheduled it for Memorial Day weekend. He's working that Friday, and I'm off that Friday. So I'm like, shoot, whatever. Yep. So Memorial Day weekend, I'll be having my tooth surgery, and yeah, kind of sucks, but whatever. Okay, so now we're just going to fold them all, and we'll get in. I can already tell you, I think I need 2 signatures, just because some of this is very thick paper. And the good thing is, I'm not going to jinx myself. Let's just see. Let's just see. It is blowing. Windy today. All right, what are you guys doing for your May journal? Did you buy one? Are you making one? I did already choose my item of the month, so that should be posted by the time you see this video. So I'm looking forward to that. I really want to try and push myself to use the item in a new way, right? So, well, I guess I can. The item of the month I chose is punches. And I know not everyone has a lot of punches. So I hope you play along if you want to. Let me know your thoughts and how you're using punches. The whole purpose of it was to try and use my stuff and get out the supplies that I don't normally use, whether that's a physical thing and to use it up like paper, or a tool like a punch, like punches and stamps and stuff like that. Those are all in my options to choose from. So this month is punches, and I'm really wanting to try and utilize different ways to use punches. I have been using them more of late, just to use almost as a border on a lot of my pages. So I'll probably do that anyway, because I really like how it looks on some pages. But I'm going to get out my punches for you guys and show you the choices. And then I want to organize them somehow this month so they're handy and available. So we'll see. All right. So here is the folded, we still have a couple more. Sorry, I thought we were done. Here is the folded pile. And we need to choose a binding for the cover. Yeah, I really like this one a lot. That very easily could have been the cover, but I do like the red and the flower, because I do tend to usually do a little floral for the Mother's Day month as well. And we've got lots of stars and stuff for Memorial Day. So it's red, white, and blue themed. We've got nautical. Okay, so that's that. Let's put our tool away. All right, let's see if there's an option in here that we can use for our binding of our, it could just be that white one, I'm telling you right now, because like, I don't really like that. I mean, it can't, well, it could be this one. We'd have to layer it quite a bit. This is like thin paper. No to the stars. This is just too much. I guess we could do that one. I'm not in love with it. Cool. That piece does not belong, but it's going to be our little secret. Yep, the blue's kind of, I mean, the blue's fun. We could, and this is too red, too thin. That's interesting. It's not my first go-to choice, which is why I think it's interesting. So no, this is a maybe. And that's like a no. Interesting. Okay, well, if we're not going to choose from one of these, we have to go find something else. I was hoping this would work. It definitely could work. I mean, it would look like that, right? It wouldn't, no, I normally put it over. So it would look like that. I would probably move this so it is the center as opposed to down here, right? Because that would be enough to bother me. Not in love with it though. This is enough different that I'm actually interested in this. And that would be like Mother's Day and Memorial Day all in one fell swoop. I don't know. I think that's where we're at. I think I'm going to try that one. All right. How are we doing on time? 42 minutes. I'm a little bit better than I have been sometimes. How about that? Okay, folks, let's see what sort of organization we can do. There is the spread for the month. Isn't it gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that beauty. I like it. Okay, I know I want this for Memorial Day. So I think we're going to do that because that is the last day. Yes. Okay. And I'm curious if we, oh, we can't do this on the beginning. So we also need to pay attention. This is the inside of my book. So the first page, like the first page can't be that because somebody would throw up. So we have to be conscious of that. So that might have to be the first page of my book, quite honestly. Because the rest is like too much. It's too much. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Okay, we're going to have to do this as the first page. That decision's made. So far we have the first and the last page. Oh, we could just use any of these and turn it inside out because most of these are single-sided. So as an example, this could just be the first page of the book. That might be the saving grace, although it's very boring. It's not like I have another use for this. We might as well use it as our page one because I don't think I want just the plain. Yeah. Okay. So let's do that. We have the first and the last. Now, What are we doing, Allison? What are we doing? Let's look at the calendar so I have a bearing on what is coming. I have to turn the page because it's not there yet, but okay, the first is Wednesday. Okay, we have a little bit of wiggle room. We don't have, like we could put this in very quickly and get it out of the way for Wednesday. Because, I mean, nothing happens on Wednesday. I go to work. Wednesday, Thursday. The other thing we could do is flip them, obviously, and we would have 2 whites here, but that would mean that the pattern paper is on the left instead of the right for this page, right? If we leave them all the same orientation, because most of them are one-sided, we end up with white every time over here, which is also fine. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just put these, I'm going to just put them in because otherwise I just have to count. I'm going to have to redo them anyway. I'm going to put that in the back. That one's really pretty next to that one though, isn't it? Like if we did it that way. All right. So let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't want this one. I'm going to use that one for Cinco de Mayo. That's fun and festive. Or we could use that one for Cinco de Mayo. Let's do that. Nope, I like this one for Cinco de Mayo. So we'll put another one in there. Let's try these flowers. I would love to do one signature. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's really bad. I have too many papers that go with one weekend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I left it as a couple signatures, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we're gonna have to do like thicker signatures. I was gonna try and 1, 2, 3, 4. Jesus, Allison. I want the pink flowers on the Fiesta Day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is, folks. There it is. 5. Now what do we do? 5. That's 5. 6. 7. 8. And here we go. 9. 9. 'Oh, that's not going to give me what I want. 10. 11. What do we want for graduation? This is fine. 11. I think this is 11. I think it has to go this way. 11. 12 is brunch. 13. 13 can be white. 14 has to be this one. 14. 15. Oh, well, that's not going to work. This has to be Memorial Day, which is like number 2. All right. Yeah, but look how fat it already is as one signature. But I can't do the math to do 2 or 3 this month. It's not going to happen. So we'll just end up, you can see how far they're already pushing out. We'll just end up cutting these papers, right? All right, let's see what it looks like. 1. That's fun for May 1st, but it should be flowers because it's May Day. Let's see if we made it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one needs to be flipped over if we're going to use that. Otherwise, we're going to make this 5. I may not even post this video. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I swear, you guys, I can't do it. 5, 6, 7. Tuesday. 8, 9. Perfect. 10. Okay, I'm going to switch those two because we fly on Wednesday. 1. I don't like this here. It has to be flowers, which means this, I don't know what we're going to do. Maybe I'll put flowers on top of this. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We leave 9. I'm going to turn off the camera and I'm going to have to bring you back because I can't imagine anybody's even watching at this point, and I cannot figure out. I have very specific things that happen on the 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, and I need certain things on certain pages. So I'm going to turn off the camera. We're going to call this one done, like not done, done, just done, D-U-N, done. I'll bring you back when I get it together and we'll put it together, okay? Because I need a moment with my paper. We need to step outside and have a moment together, okay? And I'll bring you back when we have worked it all out, okay? So making a journal is not that hard. Get some paper, fold it in half, and put it in a journal. Oh my God. But I want these papers to be on the right pages for the days that are coming. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna have a little conversation with myself and my paper, and we'll bring you back for the next part. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Oh my God. Thanks for being here. Seriously, I appreciate it. Let me know what you're doing for May, you guys, and I'll bring you back. All right. Have a great day. And I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care.